Hey you guys, Ms.Terry here. We are going to get right into it. This reading is the Show Me the Money spread. We're going to do all signs. We're going to start at the top of the zodiac with Aries. We're going to go all the way to Pisces. And we are going to ask your guides and your angels what you need to do to prosper. So we're going to have some nice deep breaths in and out. A little deeper. Yeah. Get that energy flowing. I'm going to time stamp it so you can jump right to your sign in case you don't want to look at the whole video. I am available for private readings, which you can get that information in the box below. So let's get started. We are going to start with Aries. And I'm just keeping track of my timestamp. Okay, Aries. Show me the money. Spirit, show us the money for Aries. Show us the money for Aries. What can Aries do to prosper, Spirit? Spirit, show us what Aries can do to prosper. Aries, what can Aries do to prosper? Show us the money. Show us the money. What can Aries do to prosper? Okay, Aries. Number one thing they're saying is if you're not self-employed, or if you are, it's saying to clear your office space. Now, you might not be into woo-woo stuff, but when it says clear your office space, it means that there might be some stagnation. You can get some plants, you can get some spiritual waters to clean around. You can clean it with pine saw, like you can vacuum, clear the space. Sometimes people can't burn. Sometimes people can if you're self-employed and you have your own whatever. Sometimes people can't burn sage in a place. Like, you know, I am literally like queen of the sage over here. So I frequently sage. Remember, when you're saging, you're also praying. So do a prayer to have the space cleared. You can do Our Father as you go around with the sage. Anything that you can do to the actual space to raise the vibration, Spirit is saying that will help you prosper. They're also saying, Aries, that you might need to switch your focus up a little bit. It says think of things that you want to show up, not things that you don't want to show up. They're like, you're very focused and sometimes you're weighing the pros and the cons, but they want you to err more on the sides of the pros. Like, what can happen? What's the best that can happen? Not what's the worst that can happen. They're also saying if you've been thinking of inventing something, now it's time to really get the prototype out there. Order samples. Really try to sell your idea. That's what they're saying for you. Also, sometimes we need to let go. So let go of anything that you already know is not working. And then the other two things they're saying is get out a newsletter, reach out to your customers, keep people in the loop of what you're trying to do. Let's see what else they have for you. Aries, what inspires us to prosper? Show us what Aries can inspire Aries to prosper. Spirit, what can inspire Aries to prosper? Okay. Third party. So sometimes, Aries, they say let someone else in and to help you. It is, let me put it this way. Sometimes there's too many people involved. Sometimes it's just right or just enough. This lighting is off. I'm trying to figure out which light is too bright, too dark, too bright. Okay, whatever. Washed out. So I can't even show you the card or else it'll be washed out. Yeah, see. Sometimes there's too many hands in the pot and you really have to take control and make a decision. Because things that have not necessarily worked out in the past, it feels like there's going to be a way for it to work out for you going forward. So something that might seem like it's a big, huge mountain or a big, huge obstacle, it feels like it's not going to feel like that after a while. So Spirit's just asking you to hang in there and be inspired. You do better when you're happy. So they're like, don't get too overwhelmed with one focus. Try to do something that's going to make yourself happy, because that's what will inspire you to do better financially. Let's see anything else they have for Aries. Maybe if they're not self-employed or if they're working for a company. Show me the money. Show me the money for Aries. Let's see. They're like, don't settle. Ask for help. Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. So let's say if you have a job and things aren't quite going so well on your job, they're like, number one, you can ask for help. They're like, asking for help is not a weakness. It is a strength. Because they want you to look at your financial situation from a new perspective. They also don't want you to settle. Look, no settling. So if that job isn't paying you what you're worth, time to move on. Time to let it go. And you can always find something else. Like, don't be afraid to find something else. Don't be afraid to know your worth and know your value and know what you want. They're saying there's no shame in that. It's like upward mobility. And you, as an Aries, should know that. You don't have to stay or settle anywhere. Okay, what else? What do we need to let go of to get money faster? They say defensiveness. Anywhere you're becoming defensive about, anywhere you're becoming defensive about your money, they're like, let it go. It's not helping anything. It says defensiveness is actually a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear somebody out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So if you feel like, you know what, my manager, I'm about to punch them in the face, they're like, no fighting. This is not a time for fighting. And they're saying, when you know you can't fix somebody, this is another thing for you to let go of. If you can't fix it, this lighting is terrible. If you can't fix it, then you know you gotta let it go. You know it's time to move on. If you know the company's going down the drain, what you gonna do? Hang out with the sinking ship? Aries, you know better. You're not no chump. They like, gather your little ducks in a row and move on to the next pond, Aries. They like, don't settle and don't stay stagnant. Keep going forward. Okay, who's next? Let's go to Taurus. So, Taurus, show me the money. Show me the money for Taurus. Taurus, what can we do to prosper? Show us what Taurus can do to prosper. What can we do to prosper? Show Taurus. What can Taurus do to prosper? What can Taurus do to prosper? Show us what Taurus can do to prosper. Okay, Taurus, you're being told to give something away. They're saying if you're self-employed, it's time for you to do a promo or to give something from the heart. And the reason why they're saying that is a lot of times we're trying to be in the flow. It's an ebb and flow. It's a give, it's a take. If it's give, it's a take. You might have been too much on the taking side and need to be more on the giving side. So they're saying it will actually increase your flow if you actually take some time and give something from the heart. Don't just give to get it to be done. Be like, make sure it's from the heart. So it could be anything. It could be time. It could be money. It could be energy. But when they say, when you do that, that's going to open up a lot of space for you. Okay, what inspires you to prosper? They say vacation and a goal and a plan. So Taurus, they're like, you see the money, 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 the money cards. These are the money cards. Show me the money. They're saying when you have something to look forward to, you have a tendency to work harder. So they're like, put a trip on the agenda. Put something to work for. Put something to dream for. Put something that you can hold your vision for. They say travel, exploration, connection will help rejuvenate you. So you got to have something to look forward to. And then they're saying work your plan. Don't forget about your business plan. Like, remember, they say remember your why, Taurus. Okay. Job, Taurus is. Check with the job. The job, the job, the job. Show us how Taurus can prosper. How can Taurus prosper on the job? How can Taurus prosper on the job? And remember, guys, with any reading, take what you need and leave the rest. Let's see. Money manager. Caution. Okay. So, first of all, they're saying, Taurus, this is the time for you to be careful. Use your instincts and pay attention, because they're like, something around you may not end up being quite what it seems. So they're saying don't make any long-term financial commitments that will have you stuck in an obligation. Like, now's a good time that you should actually be managing your money better. They're saying have caution with overspending or making crazy financial decisions. You see that? How the money's in flames? They're like, caution, caution. But they're also saying you are a master manifester. So use your manifesting abilities to get what you need done. Looking like Harry Potter with the magic wand. So definitely manifesting what you want. Spirit wants you to know that good fortune is coming to you. You also got the card that says success will find you, but they just don't want you to be what's the opposite of cautious? Reckless. They don't want you to be reckless. Now's not a time to just be reckless or be too free. Be a little more humble with it. They're also saying you could prosper by using your voice. Using your voice. They're saying get your message heard and get noticed. You have a lot to share with the world. Consider careers in radio, public relations, or anything in communications. The only thing holding you back is your inability to speak your truth. Okay. So what does Taurus need to let go of to prosper? What does Taurus need to let go of to prosper? What does Taurus need to let go of to prosper? What does Taurus need to let go of to prosper? People pleasing. And also the thing that you can fix somebody. So I don't know if you're trying to buy somebody's affections or something like that, even though this is the show me the money. But they're like people pleasing. You'll have more money, I guess, if you stop stunting on people. You stunting on people? You like, oh, I'm a boss. And you're not really a boss yet. They like, don't be wasting money on other people. That's how you can prosper more. They're like, you don't need that external validation. Validate yourself. Stunt because you want to stunt on yourself, not because you're trying to stunt on somebody else. So they are literally like, you'll have more money if you manage who you're stunting. And I'm using slang. Showing off. If you're showing off, wasting money because you want to show off, that's what stunting is. So they're like, don't do that. Okay. All right, Taurus. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini, show me the money. Show me the money, Gemini. So we'll start with self-employed. Self-employed Gemini, show me the money. I'm going to just do a little sage in between that Taurus because we want to keep it fresh. Sage these cards a little bit. Yes, I sage my cards often. It's like cutting the vibration between one energy and the next. So we just were in Taurus. Let's get to Gemini. Gemini. You know what, Gemini? Spirit is saying that you take a lot of notes, like even if you just make mental notes. So they're like, as you're writing things down and as you're writing things on sticky tabs and post-it notes and stuff like that, they're literally like, think about the stuff that you've been writing down lately because your ideas are your money. Like sometimes you need to implement something so that you can have more. Sometimes it is time to take a chance and do more. And it can be one little thing. It doesn't have to be something super big. They're wanting you to check your mindset. Are you thinking scarcity or are you thinking abundance? Because Gemini, Spirit says you could have whatever you like. I think that was a song by T.I. You could have whatever you like. Remember that? So they're like, you can have whatever you like, but you gotta check your mindset. I don't know if something's making you nervous to where you're thinking worst case scenarios, but they're literally like, check your mindset. That's what's holding back your money because they're saying you can prosper. They're also saying for you to have some more fun and to make it easy so that you can simplify parts of your life. It doesn't have to be so rigid and so hard. They like, you can make games out of stuff, and it can be a game to cha-ching, cha-ching. There, and really what we're reading is we're reading the energy around the money. So let's say if you're not self-employed, Gemini, show us the money. Show us how you can prosper. What can Gemini do to prosper? What can Gemini do to prosper? What can Gemini do to prosper? They're saying don't be unrealistic, but go with the changes. Go with the flow. You might be feeling unfulfilled. This probably, if you're feeling unfulfilled, this message is coming to you so that you could recognize what you're actually feeling and recognize what's going on. It's almost like Spirit wants to say, don't hold yourself back. Be able to go and flow with some changes. They're also saying, you might have to take care of a legal matter that could be holding you back, something from the past that you didn't take care of. But they're saying as you handle things and as you face things, that maybe if something's also been on your credit preventing you from getting something else, they're literally like cleaning that kind of stuff up somehow affects your income to where money can flow to you better. What does Gemini need to let go of in order to prosper? What can they let go of that makes them prosper faster? What can Gemini let go of that makes them prosper faster? Negative thinking, outdated beliefs about yourself, and your ego. Listen, they are only telling you this because they want you to win. They like negative thinking. We talked about that in the beginning. They're like, where's your mindset? Is it on abundance or is it on scarcity? So first thing you need to check is how you're feeling about everything. And that ego, remember, why your ego gets to call the shots? Like, sometimes let that ego step back because you're growing. You're not who you used to be. So they're like, keep going. Like, don't stop now. And don't get discouraged. If you need more clarification or if you need to get out of a rut, booking a personal reading is a perfect way to get out of a rut. Because sometimes we get stuck and we just need to hear what our angels got to say. And when our angels tell us what's up, we can go forward in a clear, strong way. That's like part of the whole point. Okay, next up is Cancer. And yes, I'm trying to move through these rather quickly so that we don't be here all night. Cancer. What does Cancer need to prosper? What does Cancer need to prosper? What does Cancer need to prosper? What does Cancer need to do to prosper? Cancer, show us the money. Show us the money. Show us the money for Cancer. Show us the money for Cancer. Show us the money for Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, they're saying that for number one, get into your purpose. Number two, they're saying get your testimonials out there. If you're self-employed, it's like adding quotes, pictures, checking reviews, positive reviews. It's almost like as you get out there with your testimonials, your audience will be like so intrigued, and your audience will be like, ooh, yeah, I want some of that too. And it feels like they're going to just come straight flocking to you, Cancer. They also say, remember your purpose. Remember what energizes you. Learn any skills that are going to help you be like, I am the bomb. They saying accept your God-given talents and share your talents with the world. Also, of course, one of the basics, which everybody can take this, not just Cancer, is advertising. But it says build trust by showing the face of your brand, showing reviews. So you got two cards, Cancer, that says show your reviews. I guess people want to read what other people are saying about you or something to that effect, to why they've told you that twice. Cancers who have a job, look what fell out. Be a boss. Take it to the next level. So even if you have a job and it could be time for a promotion, Cancer, they're saying step up into your rightful place. Take your position to the next level so that you can get more money that comes with the higher promotion. And they're like, you don't have to take no for an answer. You can negotiate. Negotiate, Cancer. Negotiate that better salary, because your job, when you've been doing what you're supposed to been doing and you holding it down, they know you deserve it. They're like, that's why even though the position might be, oh, well, I can't do that, there might be another position at the company that you can move into so that you can design your life and design your path. They're like, get creative with it. Like, you know what you need to know when you need to know it. So they like, go forward. Tell people what skill set you got, what skill set you could do so that you can get put somewhere higher and better so that you can make more money. Okay, Cancer, what do we need to let go of in order for you to prosper? Show us what Cancer needs to let go of in order to prosper. What does Cancer need to let go of in order to prosper? What does Cancer need to let go of in order to prosper? What does Cancer need to let go of in order to prosper? They like, can we get a little happy? Can we get a little happy? They're like, Cancer, when you happy, when you're not mopey or gropey, that's when people want to pay you and they want to be around you. They want to give you stuff. When you're grumpy and mopey, people don't want to be bothered with that. They're like, let go of trying to control situations. And they're like, get in touch with your spirituality as well. Sometimes you got to pray and be grateful and be thankful and be humble. Sometimes it's nice to just put on a nice inspirational spiritual gospel song and just, you know what, I'm gonna give praise to the Most High, or some beautiful song that you can just be in the awe and the beauty of it and the lyrics while you're listening to it, because they really want to inspire you to greatness. And they're like, woosah, bring it in. Don't get so caught up in this people stuff. All right, I'm going to stop this video here and I'll do the rest of the signs on another video, because why? I don't want my videos too long and I think this is long enough. So I will see you guys on the next one. This one was Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and we'll do the next ones next. Okay, guys. Book a private. The information's down below. Like and subscribe.